Hello, you be beautiful people. I'm Michael Botts, and the reason you show up here every morning, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, 365 days a year is because you know this is a way to start your day in an epic way. Good morning, Elizabeth. I'm glad to see you. I see you achieving and living in your destiny. I'm really proud of you. Good morning, Jerry Botts. Thank you for being here, Jerry Botts. And people hire me when they want to close the gap from where they are and their success. When they're serious about closing that gap, that's when people hire me. Look, you were born genius. You were born epic. You were born to change and impact the world in a way that only you can. When you got here, the world could be impacted in a certain way. When you leave, that certain way can never happen again. You have an expiration date. The reason we show up here is to expand you so that you impact and change the world in a way that only you can. So you're born genius, epic, amazing, bold, certain, confidence, and you're learning to walk with no problems. You're learning, with all the problems. You're learning to walk with all the problems. You're learning to talk with all the problems, and you're learning to eat with all the problems. But they didn't discourage you because they didn't seem like a problem. It just seemed like, okay, I didn't get it today. I'll get it tomorrow. But then we get caught in the riptide of life, and we get sucked out into the ocean of Am I Enough? And in the ocean of Am I Enough, this is what happens. You start to get reminded of what's wrong with you, your failures, and that failure is bad. So you're still trying to succeed, but now the mindset is failure is bad. Avoid failure, avoid conflict, avoid stress, avoid uncomfortableness. And you get sucked under and you start drowning in the ocean of Am I Enough? And where the boldness was, it gets pushed out by uncertainty. Where the certainty was, it gets pushed out by fear. And where the confidence was, it gets pushed out by limiting beliefs. Now you're drowning in the ocean of Am I Enough? And my whole job on the planet, the whole reason I come here, the whole reason you hire me as a coach is because I drag you out, I grab you and I drag you back out of the ocean of Am I Enough? Back up onto the beach of I Am Enough. And I start to resuscitate you. And I'm like, come on, stay with me. Stay with me. There's still time. There's still time for you to get your dream and your destiny. And then you're like, and you spew out the doubt. And you throw up the fear. And you spew out the limiting beliefs and those first breaths. Boldness starts to come back into you. And the next one, certainty and confidence start to get back into you. And then you turn back down on your hands and knees and you stand up and you start to sprint down the path of success in a way that you haven't sprinted down the path of success. Now, what do we know about the path of success? It is paved with gratitude. Everything starts with gratitude. I start every show with gratitude. I start every talk I do with gratitude. I start every meeting with my clients with gratitude. So now is your opportunity to start with gratitude. Now, this is how it sounds. I am grateful for a wonderful day of celebration yesterday. I went to a party. I went to a wedding. I went to the reception. It was just fantastic. It was a day of celebration, and I got involved, and I had a great time, and I am grateful for that, and I am enough. So that's what you'll type in. I am grateful for, you say you're grateful, and then you say I am enough. Make sure you say it out your mouth, too, because when you say something out your mouth, it goes in your inner ear, down into your soul. Now your soul and the universe are collaborating to make that happen, or more of it to happen. And then I want you to do, on a separate comment, I'm proud of. I am proud of my daughter and my son and my son and my son. My kids, man, they're just doing fantastic stuff in the world. And I'm proud of myself for raising those great kids. That's how proud of should sound. If you're going to give it to somebody else, it needs to come back to you. I'm proud of me because I did this. And then you say, I am enough. Okay? So you start typing those in, and we're going to take some breaths. Elizabeth says, I am enough. I know you are, Elizabeth. I see you living in I am enough. Tell me what you're grateful for. So now we're going to take some breaths. Now these breaths, sorry, I got off the camera there for a second, I was grabbing my coffee. These breaths are to create space. Good morning, Bill. Space is where the answer is, where the solution is, okay? Because like Kath says, I'm grateful for your positivity, re-energizing my soul, and I am enough. Oh, thank you, Kath. You're touching my heart this morning. Now, the breaths create space. It's sort of like you're in an elevator, right? And then, worry gets in there with you. And then doubt gets in there with you, and limiting beliefs. And then finally, you're back. The whole elevator's full of stress and anxiety and the bills and the relationships and what do I do next? And you're back here. And every breath you take, the elevator door opens, ding, and somebody leaves. Anxiety, stress. And then the next breath you take, ding, and worry. And what am I going to do about that leaves? And then finally, ding, you step out onto the beach of I am enough. And the solution to your problem in your relationships, in your business, in your career, in your body will be right there. So let's do that, okay? Let's take our first breath. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Ready? Breathe in. Just put your hands on your chest and say, my heart is beating. And I am enough. Let's do it again. My heart is beating. And I am enough. All right. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Do you feel the space? Man, I feel it so much. Every day when we come here, I create space by taking those breaths. I really hope you're taking this part seriously and really getting involved here because it is so powerful. We're going to do one more. I want you to feel the cool air hit the back of your throat and go down into the infinity of you. Now, your lungs have a capacity. Bill says, hello, not easy getting good coffee here. I have visitors trained to bring a Starbucks in with them. He's in like a rehab center. Oh no, I don't know what happened there. I'm grateful that I have visitors and that they bring me coffee when they visit. Bill's recovering from a stroke, back to 100%, and he's getting his coffee. And I thank you for participating, Bill, and I'm glad you're getting better. Get better. When that cool air hits your lungs, I want you to feel the capacity of your lungs and then the infinity of your soul. Last breath, capacity, and then infinity. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Oh, I got a good one for you today, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Stay tuned for another 7 minutes because this is going to be so good. Yesterday I was talking to somebody and they said, the only problem is blah, 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 blah. And they said their thing. And it just dawned on me, and I've been thinking about it all day. The only problem is, like Elizabeth says, I'm grateful to be healthy and have a warm, safe home. Good. Kath says, I'm proud of who I am and I am enough. Yes. Yes. A safe home. Have a warm and safe home. I love that. I'm proud of who I am. Yes. So, I think Michaela's watching me on Instagram. Thanks, Michaela. Is that Instagram? I think that's what it is. So, we're saying this, okay? Like, I said, you know what? You should really get into that. You're good at it. The guy was an artist, and he's a drawer. And he said, yeah, but the only problem is, and then he gave me some excuse. And we're all doing that. The only problem is, I don't even remember what he said. The only problem is, you can't make any money. Oh, I know what it was. The only problem is you can't make any money as an artist. Well, let's just, I want us all to let's just agree that we're saying that. The only problem is, or the problem with that is, and then we blow out some crap that we shouldn't be saying. Okay? So let's agree that we're saying that and we're hearing that. Now here is a couple things I want you to understand. Every problem is an opportunity. So what if he said, well, the opportunity is that not a lot of people do it because they all think you can't make any money at it, and I am going to dominate this industry. Because you're telling me Avengers didn't pay somebody millions of dollars to do all those digital graphics? So that's crap. Secondly, it's not the only problem. No matter what you're doing, that one thing you're focused on is not the only problem. Here's what happens when you say, well, the only problem is nobody makes any money at it. Well, if I solve that problem for you, you're going to find another problem. There's not just only one problem in anything that you're trying to do. If you're trying to get your body fitter, there's not just one problem. You have to get your ass out of bed. You got to start eating stuff differently. You got to hydrate. You got to rest. You got to stretch. I just named 5 problems or opportunities, however you want to look at it. I say we look at it as an opportunity. Okay? So first of all, it's an opportunity. Second of all, it's not the only problem. There is nothing that's the only problem in anything great that you're going to do. And thirdly, it gives you a free pass not to go for it. The only problem is you can't make any money at it. So I'm going to settle for this little tiny whatever and not go for that beautiful big giant thing. The only problem is if you're a wedding planner, when you plan your own wedding, you don't want to do anything because you have thought of all the good stuff. The only problem is musicians don't make any money, so I can't really do that. That is allowing you to play it small. Now, I was thinking about what you guys are going to come back at me with, and you might be like, but Michael, we're just talking, we're just having a good time, we're just having a conversation. But I understand the value of words. And I want you to understand the value of words. When you say, the only problem with that is, and then you blurt out some crap, you are paralyzing yourself. You are giving yourself, first, you're giving yourself the thought that there's problems instead of opportunities. Secondly, it's not the only problem. There are going to be 1 million problems with whatever you're trying to do. Whatever fantastic, beautiful, great thing you're trying to do, there's going to be more than one problem. And thirdly, it gives you permission to play it small. And I know you don't want to play small. Out of Am I Enough, you might play it small, but I know your true destiny, how you was born, is to play it good. Words are extremely powerful. Kath is agreeing with me. I know that in your true self, past the fear, past the doubt, past the limiting beliefs, if I start pulling off the fear and the doubt like an onion, and I'm pulling all these layers off, and finally we get down here, you want to go for the big in a big, beautiful way and impact the world. So please be aware when you're talking about your dream, your destiny, the thing you're going for, losing the weight, running the marathon. The only problem is, and then you're going to say some crap that ain't true, that ain't a problem, and it's not the only one. The opportunity is, I have to get 6 pairs of shoes and wear a different one every day because I run different paths. The opportunity is, I'm going to jump into the event planning business and see what happens. What's the best that could happen? Hey, I love you. I care about you. I hope you feel my love coming through the technology into your heart. I care about you, and I know I can help you. I know I can help you close the gap between where you are and where you want to be in your body, in your business, in your relationships. I love you. Share this video. Show up here every morning at 9 a.m. Get to me and let me help you. I want to help you. That is my destiny, and I'm really good at it. Have a great day.